Hi, I'm Nick from Enemy, and we're here with Murph from the Wombats. How's it going?
Hi, very good, thank you.
You're back after 3 years with Method to the Madness, and as far as Wombats song goes, it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's a slower start, and then it's a proper gradual progression until you get that great, the bigger sound towards the end. Is this like a new direction you're heading in? What can you tell us about the new track?
No, it's not a new direction we're heading in. I think that, when that song came around, we all just thought it was kind of so special and like a different change of pace and a different style for us. And, as soon as we'd finished the demo of it, I was like, that's a song that we could release out of the blue at any time with like a really cool video or a cool visual. And it just seemed like a bit of an oddball song for us and something that could stand alone. And so that's thankfully how it was treated. Yeah.
You described it as like a little bit of an oddball. Do you think that it will be something like different for fans? As I said, it's certainly on the slower side. Do you think like it will take fans by surprise perhaps? Or
I don't know if it's going to take them by surprise. I just think it's a nice new kind of weapon to have in our arsenal. I don't know. Definitely. I don't know if it'll take them by surprise. I guess maybe taking people by surprise is something that we're, when you get to your fourth, fifth album, you want to try and start implementing a little bit more.
And just how has the last year been for you as a band in the sense of obviously everything that's happened? In terms of recording on this track, was it a thing of like remote parts in different places, or have you actually managed to physically get together? What's it been like recording when you're all kind of like marooned as it perhaps might be in different places or not, as the case might be?
It's been pretty mental, really. And I'm sure we'll be able to go into it in more detail when there's more details to be able to go into. I was out here in LA for Method to the Madness. I was out here in LA with an engineer, and Dan and Todd were with Mark Crew in London. But with Method to the Madness, we recorded it in my studio in 2019 out here, and it was one of we kept a lot of the original parts because there's like this moody upright piano on it that's in my room. There was a lot of kind of elements from the demo that we kept.
And I know that you're playing the O2 Arena next year, which is your biggest show. I mean, how does it feel that you're kind of just is there the anticipation of playing an arena that is so steeped in history? What are you kind of hoping to get out of that gig? What can fans expect from that gig, do you think?
I mean, we're going to have to make sure it's very special, that's for certain. Yeah, I think it's going to be an amazing night, and it feels like a great achievement. Feels like one we deserved. And
can we expect some dancing Wombats to make an appearance?
I would have thought so. At Wembley, we flew our tour manager in a Wombat suit up off the truss on the stage. So we're going to have to figure out a way to outdo that. Yeah, I think we're just going to make sure the set list is spot on and that it's as much fun as we've ever had before.
And I guess like when you kind of came around in the late noughties, 2007, 2008, there's a lot of bands from that era who I guess you might have played with, who were very much kind of in the same communities with, and they've perhaps fallen by the wayside. And then the Wombats have gone on and, you did Wembley on the last tour, you've got the O2 coming up. What do you think it is that has perhaps allowed you to become, in a sense, I guess, the kind of survivors of that era and go on to these massive gigs, whereas I said others have perhaps faltered and gone in decidedly smaller paths, you might say?
Yeah, I've had this question a few times and I still can't really give a great answer. There's numerous factors all at play. Like one of them, I think, is we've always had great people around us, great labels, great people, great everyone involved. And it's always been we always went pretty hard outside of the UK. And obviously, you need support to be able to do that. So we had a lot of support around the world. We've been, so that's one thing, is that we were able to get outside of the UK and tour a lot. The second one is, I think we're just kind of very determined, almost to our detriment. Sometimes we're just like, we try and block the world out and get on with it. So there's that element of hard work. I think that I'd like to think there's something odd and weird about the lyrics and occasionally kind of melodies that I write that stood us apart, and I've never really tried to dumb it down for the sake of commercial success. I don't think that's ever going to change. There's something very important about that, and that's like something I think we should kind of continually, that's the tree we should always be barking up, because, you know, the way I see everything now is like, you know, commercial success and having hits and top 5 albums or whatever, that's great, but we need to just, you know, I want us to, like, in 10 years be a band like the Pixies or something that's like, that's that, and like it's gonna be around for a long time. That we just did so many shows and so much promo and just never stopped, really, and there was some really kind of freaky moments, especially, you know, I just speak for myself, but there was some times where we completely overworked ourselves and lost the plot a bit, but it does kind of come round to pat you on the back.
And how do you feel about kind of being rediscovered by the kind of Gen Zers through TikTok? I mean, we saw Greek Tragedy that got picked up earlier this year and became this great big trend on TikTok. How do you feel being kind of picked up and brought into that kind of app and everything that's going on in that world?
I don't get it, and it's mad, and I don't feel like I've been picked up and brought into any world, really. I mean, our social media people want myself, Dan and Tor, to like get on TikTok and start doing fucking stupid TikTok videos and stuff.
That's not going to happen anytime soon. We're not going to see you like doing some kind of dance.
Yeah, maybe we should, but at the same time, like, there's enough on my phone that are kind of sucking hours out of my day, and it's like, that might just be one step too far, but who knows. And in terms of that remix kicking off, it was just mad. It just felt like I was completely observing it from the outside, but somehow it was related to me or the Wombats. I don't get it. It just goes to show you how kind of fickle the music industry can be at times, and you don't know what's going to happen. So kind of back to what I said, just write great songs and just keep doing it.
Sounds good. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Method to Madness is out now, and we look forward to seeing you guys at the O2 next year. Cheers for your time, Murph.